Hey guys, Revenant of Daybreak here, bringing you, I think, the fourth or fifth day, probably the fourth, of Core Set 2020 spoilers. Been so great to have you all, for the people who've stopped to take the time to watch me go over these cards. I thank you. Means a lot. Means a whole lot, especially that I'm so small. So for the 10, 13, 14, 15 people, 17 people, and everyone else who's been watching, thank you. It really means a lot. But let's just jump into the cards. I probably will record another video, possibly later today if there's anything super special that comes out. But for now, I'm just going to record this stuff this morning, try to get it out to you as fast as possible. Okay, the first card we have is for one generic and a red Fry. An instant that cannot be countered. Deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker that's white or blue. So it's pro white and blue. Not bad. Then we have Moldervine Reclamation. For 3 generic, a black, and a green, we have an enchantment that says whenever a creature you control dies, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Then yesterday we got some really cool a really cool land cycle with all of the old scry lands coming back. So we have a Temple of Epiphany. It taps, it enters the battlefield tapped, and then it scries, and then it can give you red or blue. Temple of Malady enters tapped, lets you scry black or green. Temple of Mystery lets you scry when it enters the battlefield tapped, green or blue. Temple of Silence, again, enters the battlefield tapped, lets you scry once, and then white or black. Then we have Leyline of Abundance. For 2 generic and 2 green. And it reads, if Leyline of Abundance is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. When you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. Then 6 and 2 green, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Not bad, not bad. So we now have the full sort of little collection of these abundance cards out. I think it's pretty cool. I like the artwork on them. Then a little bit later yesterday, we got the final Scryland, I believe, Temple of Triumph. Enters the battlefield tapped, lets you scry 1, and gives you a red or white. Really good for Boros. Yay. It's always good. And then today we have Vampire of the Dire Moon. 1 black for a 1/1 with Death Touch and Lifelink Vampire. Very good card and good with Sorin. Then we have Bloodthirsty Aerialist. One generic and 2 black for a flying 2/3 that puts a +1/+1 counter on itself whenever you gain life. And then we have a Raise the Alarm. It's a reprint, but it's a pretty good one. One generic and a white for an instant that creates 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Then we have Woodland Champion. For 1 generic and a green, we have an Elf Scout 2/2 that whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, it places that many 1/1 counters on itself. Then we have Drawn from Dreams. 2 generic and 2 blue for a sorcery that lets you look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 of them in your hand and the other 5 on the bottom of your library in a random order. Oop, sorry about that, ladies and gents. Okay, then we have an Elvish Reclaimer for a green, a 1/2 that gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more land cards in your graveyard. Then you can pay 2, tap him, sacrifice a land, search your library for a land card, and then put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Then we have Thick Cover. Okay. Card reads Enchant Creature. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and has tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Not bad. Nothing too special though. And then the really special card we have, and a reveal for the first Planeswalker deck to come out so far. We have the second Sorin. And do we really know how many more Planeswalker copies there will be? Because this is the second Sorin, and there's said to be 4 Chandras. So I'm wondering if there's 4 Sorins. So, Sorin Vampire Lord reads, you can +1 him. And then up to 1 target creature. Yeah, I believe it's 1. Up to 1 target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Maybe 2. I can't really see. Of course, it's blurry. But then we have a -2 Sorin Vampire Lord. Deals 4 damage to any target. You gain 4 life. And then his ultimate, or -8, it says until end of turn, each vampire you control gains gain control of target creature. So essentially, he just buffs up his creature and removes stuff until he's gotten powerful enough to just sweep away the board and then just straight out beat the crap out of your opponent. Wonderful Planeswalker, and pretty good for a Planeswalker deck, as we've seen so far. Really do like getting to play with Sorin. So yeah, really cool. And I really do want to thank www.magicspoiler.com and GGSet Corset 2020. I am not sponsored, but I am really glad that I am able to use this site to show you all these cards. And I do want to thank them for posting new spoilers every day. Even though, again, I am not sponsored. And I want to thank you all for coming out here to just check out the spoilers today. Hope you all have a great day, and tell me what you think down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. But most importantly, I want you to have a good day. So, see you tomorrow.